Hi everyone. Some letters don't just carry words, they carry pieces of the heart. For Huyen and Dee, this letter is both a spark that lights the way and a storm that shakes everything they thought they knew. One seemingly simple sentence, "she doesn't deserve it," turns Huyen's entire world upside down. In that moment, she knows the ex-wife has come back, and from that moment on, her journey is no longer peaceful. It's one of trial, sacrifice, and holding on to a fragile hope for love. Will Huyen have the courage to face Dee's past? Can love truly survive old wounds that refuse to stay buried? The answers lie ahead. If this story touches your heart, don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the bell, and share it, so Huyen's journey can reach even more hearts out there. Now, let's step into the story together. A soft morning breeze rustles the leaves outside the porch. Golden sunlight streams through the window, spilling gently into a small home where Dee is hard at work. The sound of his shovel striking sand keeps a steady rhythm, blending with the carefree laughter of little Maya as she runs circles around him. "Uncle Dee, are you building a new house for Maya?" she giggles. Dee looks up, sweat beading across his brow, yet his eyes shine with warmth. A gentle smile spreads across his face. "I'm building a new path for you, Maya. So one day, you can play here with Bibi. The heavy buckets of sand and the rough stones don't slow him down, not the man who's weathered so many hardships." His worn shirt, faded from the sun, carries the quiet weight of someone who's been silently building happiness for the ones he loves. Across the garden, Huyen is just as busy. She bends down, gathering golden corn from the stalks, preparing breakfast inside. When she glances up and sees Dee working under the harsh sun, her heart softens. Carrying a cool glass of water, she walks toward him and speaks softly. "It's so hot out. Be careful, okay?" Dee takes the glass, his lips curling into a warm smile. "I'll be fine. This little bit of sun won't hurt me." Huyen laughs quietly, playfully tapping his shoulder. "Still, take care so I won't have to worry." Their eyes meet, silent but full of tenderness. In that fleeting moment, the heat, the weight, the exhaustion all melt away, leaving only the quiet warmth of a happiness they both wish they could hold on to forever. Smoke curls gently from the kitchen stove, weaving through the cracks of an old tiled roof. The sweet scent of boiling corn drifts through the tiny house, mingling with a whisper of wind outside. Huyen stands over the pot, stirring briskly as the water bubbles and pops a rhythm that feels like life itself, reminding her how fragile peace can be. The creak of the door breaks the quiet. Familiar footsteps echo on the porch. Day pauses, a soft smile crossing his face as he says a few words before heading out for more supplies. The door shuts behind him, leaving sunlight spilling into the courtyard, and an emptiness settling deep inside Huyen. A breeze sweeps through, carrying the earthy scent of dry soil and aging corn stalks. Huyen lifts her gaze to the garden rows of withered plants, standing like silent witnesses to the years she's endured. Barren, quiet, patient. It's time to clear them. Time to plant something new for herself and for little Maya. The steady thud of her knife fills the air as stalks fall one by one. Sweat beads on her forehead, but in her eyes, a strange flicker of strength and hope. Then suddenly a voice cuts through the stillness from beyond the gate. is the home. Huyen freezes. The knife stills in her hand. She turns toward the sound and sees a woman standing at the edge of the lane, sharp features, cold eyes, the kind that seem to peel back layers of secrets with a single glance. The woman steps closer, her questions quick and unrelenting. Who are you? Why are you here? What's your relationship with D? Huyen's throat tightens. Words vanish, leaving only the pounding of her heart. She manages a short reply, barely enough to convince herself, let alone this stranger. But then the woman's next words shatter everything. You're Thuck's wife, aren't you? The one who just got out of prison. The words hit like lightning. Huyen stares, breathless, stunned into silence. The woman doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she pulls out a weathered envelope, edges frayed paper, yellowed handwriting, trembling with pain long buried. This is from D's ex-wife. I was asked to give it to him. Huyen's hands tremble as she takes it, the weight of the letter cold against her palm, heavy enough to sink her heart. And as the woman turns to leave, her final warning slices through the warm morning air. Dee's ex-wife. She's dangerous. You'd better be careful. Her footsteps fade into the distance. The lane grows quiet again, but Huyen's heart pounds louder than ever. Has his ex-wife really come back? What does she want, and will Dee choose her? Huyen grips the letter tight, the rough paper biting into her skin. Across the yard, Maya plays laughing, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing over their fragile peace. Fear swells inside Huyen, sharp and suffocating. If things go wrong, if Dee goes back to her, where will they go? Tears well in her eyes, but she draws in a deep breath. A tiny flame of resolve flickers inside her chest, weak but unyielding. No, not this time. No one will push us around again. I will stand. I will protect Maya. She walks toward her daughter, pulling her into a tight embrace. Maya giggles, small arms wrapping around her neck. And in that fragile moment, a tear-stained smile spreads across Huyen's face, carrying both pain and a fierce, quiet strength. Beneath the surface of this peaceful scene, unseen tides are shifting. And this letter, fragile yet haunting, may change everything. The door creaks open, and the familiar sound of footsteps echoes on the porch. Dee steps inside sun-worn shoulders, but eyes still soft and kind. He walks toward Huyen, who sits quietly at the table clutching an old letter in trembling hands. Hey, what's going on in that head of yours? Dee teases gently, his voice light but full of concern. Huyen looks up, her eyes heavy with unspoken emotions. She hands him the letter, her voice barely a whisper. Read it. It's from your ex-wife. Dee freezes. Slowly, he unfolds the letter. Each word drags him back into memories he thought he'd buried, ones that still ache deep inside. By the last line, his lips press tight, and a bitter sigh escapes him. She doesn't deserve it. A heartless woman. Huyen reaches over, resting her trembling but gentle hand on his shoulder. It's okay. We'll figure this out. Together. Dee turns to her, his gaze softening. He clasps her hand tightly, speaking with quiet resolve. Then it's settled. It's over between me and her for good. From now on, you and Maya, you won't have to worry anymore. Relief washes over Huyen like a cool breeze. A tender smile breaks across her face. As long as I have you, nothing else matters. If we sell this house, we'll build a new one. A fresh start together. Dee holds her gaze for a long moment. In his eyes, for the first time, there's no trace of the past, only the warmth of now and the fragile hope of a future they both dare to believe in. Then Huyen chuckles softly, breaking the tension. My corn's probably burnt by now. Come on, let's eat. Laughter fills the room, sweeping away the heaviness in the air. Golden corn, sweet and steaming, lands on the table. Maya squeals with delight, "Yay, corn!" In that moment, amid giggles and the smell of warm corn, the little house feels whole again. For the first time, Huyen feels like she's found a place to love, to be strong, and to start over. But happiness, this fragile, can it really last? Does this letter close the past, or does it open the door to an even bigger storm? Stay tuned. The next chapter will reveal what truly lies beyond that door.
Sinh là một niềm tin mong manh vào tình yêu. Huyền có đủ can đảm để bước qua quá khứ của đêm. Tình yêu có đủ mạnh để chống lại vết thương đang ngồi dậy. Câu trả lời đang chờ ở phía trước. Và bây giờ hãy cùng bước vào câu chuyện. Cơn gió khẽ lay những tán lá ngoài hiên. Nắng mai len lỏi qua ủ cửa lọt xuống căn nhà nhỏ nơi đêm đang miệt mài làm việc. Tiếng xẻng cát của ba điệu đều đặn hòa cùng với người trong trẻo Maya. Cô bé ngây thơ đang chạy vòng quanh. Các kệ xây nhà mới cho Maya để ngủ lên, mồ hôi lấm tấm trên trán những ánh mắt đang sáng rực yêu thương. Anh cười hiền nói, bác xây cho Maya một con đường mới để sau này Maya chơi cùng Bibi nhé. Những xô cát nặng trĩu, hòn đá san xuống trong làn nước mùa đông. Chúng tôi ông đã trải qua nhiều nỗi nhằn. Chiếc áo cũ đã sớm bay đậm màu vì nắng, nhưng trong tình cử động của anh ta là một tấm lòng lẽ vun đắp hạnh phúc cho người mình thương. Ở góc vườn bên cũng bận rộn không kém cô của những người những bắp ngô và ngóng mang vào bếp luộc cho bữa sáng. Ngẩng đầu nhìn sang thấy đệ mồ hôi nhễ nhại dưới nắng gắt, trái tim cô khẽ nhói. Cầm cốc nước trong tay,